Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Peak, and we just finished reading chapter 18 of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And in this chapter, Dorothy still must get back to Kansas. Oz's plan did not work. He's on his way floating over the desert, but Dorothy didn't make it in the basket in time. So they come up with a plan to call the Winged Monkeys. So Dorothy grabs the cap and uses the charm to bring them in, but the Winged Monkeys say, no, we can't do that. We cannot cross the desert because we belong to this country. We can't leave this country and go to yours. So that plan didn't work either. So they call in the soldier with the green whiskers and ask him what he thinks they ought to do. And he says, well, what about Glinda? And they're like, well, who's Glinda? He said, well, she's the witch to the south. And she's a good witch. Remember that in the south is the good witch, and the north was a good witch. And they already met the witch of the north when Dorothy was in Munchkinland. So she hasn't met Glinda yet. And so he says, why don't you go ask her for some help? And he says, but it's a very dangerous journey to get there. And so Dorothy's like, well, I've got to do it or I'm not going to make it home. So one by one, all her friends, first the lion, then the Tin Man, and then the Scarecrow, say, hey, we're going to go with you. They're not going to leave their friend behind. They're going to help her out, aren't they? And so they decide they're going to leave tomorrow. And that's the end of the chapter. So for this chapter, I thought that we would write a poem. And I want you to choose whichever character is your favorite. You can choose Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow, Toto, one of the witches, whichever one you think is the best. And I chose Dorothy. And this is called an acrostic poem. So what you do is you take the name of the character and you write the name from top to bottom. So I chose Dorothy, so I'm going to put D-O-R-O-T-H-Y. And that's going to be the first letter of each line of your poem. And it has, whatever you choose to write has to be something about that character that's happened in the book. So, Dorothy, what does she want? She dreams of going home. So dream starts with a D. So I'm going to write dreams of going home. Now I have to think of something that starts with O. She is over the rainbow. Okay, I need something that starts with an R. She rescues her new friends. And I need something with O. She overcomes dangers. Like the Kalidas and the river and the witches. Okay. T, she travels the yellow brick road. H, she has to defeat the Wicked Witch. And lastly, Y. Yippee! She's going home. At least we hope, right? That's the whole point of the book, right? She was trying to get home. Alright, so I hope you have fun choosing a character that you like and writing a poem about them. Put that in your notebook for me. Alright, I will see you next time, guys. Bye!